Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today we are casing the catalog. So in our celebration flyer, this is the first one that came out, we are creating this project here. So mine is slightly different as far as the sizes, dimensions and stuff like that, but I just loved this big lace die behind the Happy Birthday to You cake. So I decided to whip up a quick project similar to this one. So this is on page 8 of the Celebration catalog, and I will tell you about all the different products that we're using. So we're using the stamp set, which is a Celebration set, Happy Birthday to You. This is free with a $50 order in my online store. I am using the little, it's stitched lace dies. This is the 2 dies that come in here. This is the piece that's going to create our background, as well as cut the edge of our layer there. We are using our stitched rectangles, and this one is about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see. This is the 4th size down. And then we are also using the birthday dies that coordinate with this set, and we are going to use this die to cut out the flowers to give our card some dimension. So I have popped this up. Hopefully you can see that. We're also using a bit of the crinkled seam binding ribbon that is in our mini catalog, and we have a bunch of blends here that I'm using as well. So let me bring those in. We're using our Old Olive combo pack. This is the light Calypso Coral. This is our crumb cake combo. This is our Seaside Spray combo. And I have the dark Daffodil Delight. And then we'll also use our Calypso Coral ink, as well as our Memento black, since we're going to do coloring. So let's go ahead and start. For our card base, let me set that up there. We're using a piece of Seaside Spray. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have another piece of Seaside Spray, and this is cut down 4 to 5 1/4. So you will notice in the Celebration flyer, which I just put here, they have a full layer on the front. So I have trimmed mine so it goes edge to edge. So I have trimmed mine down. That was one of the differences, as well as the size of the rectangle. So I have a piece of Whisper White that we are going to use for our rectangle, as well as our flowers too. So let's go ahead, let's get our die cutting machine first. This lace die is very intricate, so I am going to do my best here to lay this over. And I probably should have been using some new plates. Let me see. You know what? I'm going to do it this way first. I think I'm going to do it just like that. I'm going to lay that down, and I'm going to run this through numerous times, trying to get as much of it cut through and easy to pop out. So my original one I did about 4 times and did pretty well, but I did have to do a little bit of work with it as far as using the die brush and my piercing tool. So I'm kind of going to double that and run it through, and hopefully we'll get lucky for the video and things will pop out easier. Okay, so let's start with that. Let me lift this up. I'm going to set that die aside. That looks not too bad. I'm going to cut the white rectangle now as well. So we'll have that ready for our cake. And then I'll have to wait to cut the flowers after we stamp and color them. So we'll pull the big die cut machine in again. Alright, so let's set this aside for a moment. And let me start by getting my pad here with my die brush. Yeah, this seems to be already doing better. Yeah, than my first. So, like I said, the first time I did it 4 times. We probably doubled that this time. So let me shake some of this off. I find that if I clean off some of the debris and then go at it again, that seems to help a little bit. Okay. And sometimes holding it up, you know, will help you as well. And you can always grab your little piercer. All right, much better than the first time I did it. So definitely, if you do have that die or you pick up that die in my online store, I would say, you know, run it through good maybe 8 times. That will definitely help with all those little pieces. That's a lot of little pieces. Very intricate, but it's a beautiful, beautiful die. So let me grab the Big Shot back here. And now we're going to get this edge piece. And this is really as wide as our plates here. There you go. Look at that. How cute. Love that little detail. Okay. Set this aside. We will come back to it. This video will be a little bit longer because we are doing some cutting, coloring, all of those things. So let's ink up our birthday cake real well. I'm using my Memento. Let's stamp that right in here. I'm going to pull this a little bit closer to myself because I'm trying to get it straight. Okay. Looks good. All right, I'm going to stamp now the flowers again. So just ink that part up. And we are going to stamp those on our Whisper White. Oh, I got ink on my table. Okay. Let me grab myself a little Kleenex. I'll clean that up later, just so I don't get ink all over. Hopefully I didn't stamp that too low. Let me check myself here. Yeah, I think I am going to do that over, because I do want to get the little leaf to go with it. So let's do that again. Alright, this time we should be fine. Much better. Okay. Hopefully I don't keep the ink. Okay, so let's take our Seaside Spray card base. Let's give that a nice varnish. Let's get our liquid glue. And you can see here, I'm going to put some glue kind of around. Let's get this to come down around. Here we go. These little decorative spots. Kind of a big enough space for it to really hold. Okay. And then we are going to do our best here. Let's come this way. And we're going to center. So we're going to go flush to the top of the card. And then just do our best to kind of center it. Did I get that all the way? I think so. Okay, and then I'm just going to give it a nice little press. And then we can get to the fun part, which is the coloring. Alright, so I think I'm going to start. Let me grab my chair here. I think I'm going to start with our cake, and I'm using the light crumb cake. But I'm really not taking, you know, too much time, because my flowers we're going to die cut and layer up. So if I touch the ones under here, I'm not so concerned, because it's going to be hidden. I'm going to come in with that dark crumb cake. I'm definitely going to do my stand a little darker, and I'm going to go over these lines here. Let's bring back in our light. Let's take our light Seaside spray. Get our dark daffodil. Put that in the center. Looks good. Take our old olive. Alright, now let's bring back our big shot and let's cut our flowers out. Let's see what we can get lined up here. That looks pretty good. Oh, did I move that? Oh, I did pretty good. Okay. Let's get that cut out. Here we go. Alright. We are going to grab some of our white crinkled seam binding ribbon. We are going to tie ourselves, oh, this is probably the end, yeah. Let's get this off. Well, here, let's just get this tied first, and then I'll deal with that in a second. Very good. I want to make this smaller. Little bow there. Okay, let's grab my ribbon scissors and let's trim that off. Okay. Alright, let's add some liquid glue to this. Now we are going to set this off to the side. Hopefully I am straight. I'm going to give that a nice little press. We're going to add some dimensionals here. And I just did one layer of dimensionals. You could actually even put two on top of each other, so double these up if you wanted to have a little bit more height with your image. And you could also, I actually did do some coloring underneath on the image in case you're looking at it from the side. So again, alright, so now we have the To You from the Happy Birthday to You stamp set. We're going to take our Calypso Coral and we are going to stamp that there. I also did some stamping on the inside, and I used the big Happy Birthday from this set. And we are going to line that up and put that here as well. Okay, so there is our card. Isn't that pretty? I just love that lace background. I think it's just so soft and just adds a beautiful little different feel to your card. So I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, you can find a full supply list of all the products I used in the description of this video. You can purchase those things in my online store. There is a host code for this month that I will also have in the description. And if you do have any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to talk with you. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back with you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.